Everyone, this is Elias from RevMatch Media, and welcome to the next episode of Project Miata, The Answer. Yes, today we are installing this guy on our Miata. Let's get started. The first step we're going to do is to jack up the Miata. Now, if you have kids, if you have nieces, nephews, have them help you out with this simple thing of them just pulling down on the jack. It's such a small thing, but it's these little memories that I will never forget with my kiddo, and I definitely know he will never forget either. But as always, once it's unsafe, have them move away and do all the safety things, put your jack stands, put your wheels, put your everything to make sure that you're safe. We have the Miata jacked up just to make things easier, especially since this guy's kind of low. And this is the lip we are going to install. It is a replica. We got it at Amazon. I'm hoping it fits. Don't have too much expectations for it, but hopefully it fits. Some people saying it did. So gonna need to clean that because, so we have our rag to help out. It did come with mounting screws, so we're good with that. And we have a couple of things. So grab some rubbing alcohol to just kind of clean the lip and be able to install the double-sided 3M tape. And we're going to use painter's tape to just kind of temporarily hold it on there in place. We have our drill and if we need any drill bits for it. But it doesn't look like it because we do have self-tapping screws, but probably get a really small fine drill to just make it easier to start off the screw. Pretty much that's what our instructions are telling you to do. Now this thing, when we first got it, was really warped, was really turned. Literally, they just say, leave it out in the sun, the heat will go ahead and correct it, and yeah, it pretty much did. So we're gonna go ahead and clean it up, mount it first with the blue tape, see if, where we're gonna need to put the double sided tape on it, the 3M tape, and then take it off and start putting the tape on it, then screw it in, and we should be good to go. Although I have my little guy helping me out, I decided to use my jack as a additional helper so that it can just kind of hold the front lip there. And unfortunately, the blue tape was not strong enough and kept falling off. And the only thing that really actually held the lip there for a bit, because it still didn't 100% stay there, was this clear tape. So just be careful that it's not too strong and can damage your paint. After you've test fitted the front lip, you'll be able to identify what points you're going to need to put that double-sided tape on. And when you figure that out, make sure you clean the area first with alcohol, which is what you saw me do earlier. And now I'm just putting the strip of the double-sided tape ready so that it can mount to the car. Now this isn't going to be the sole mounting method, so it does come with self-tapping screws, but I wanted to use this double-sided tape to give me that additional kind of snug fit to the lip. The next step is to commit big and drill those holes and drill those screws in. Now, with my method, as you can see, typically they say start from the middle and then work your way out to the corners, but I started from the corners to then go back in. Reason why is, again, this isn't a perfect fit. This isn't a factory Mazda piece, so the fitment isn't 100%. In fact, it's more like 75%, which is probably why my tape was having so much problems with holding the piece in place, because it had to still wobble. Now I could have definitely applied a lot more heat to it to mold it more, but I was just kind of like, let's just get this installed. So that's what you're seeing me do here, where I'm just starting off from the edges, which is the side of the wheel wells, put those screws in, and then just kind of putting where I need them. And then I also took off the film for the double-sided tape so that that could stick on as well. The passenger side needed a little bit of finessing. Yeah, so I had to heat up the lip so that I can mold it a little bit better and get that to come up, as you can see. And then I realized when that was coming up, it was actually hitting a specific spot on my actual bumper. So that's when I went ahead and I was cutting little pieces out. The jack is there holding it and making sure that when I apply the heat, it will stay at the spot that I want it to. Well, there you have it, guys. I went ahead and I got it installed. It's okay. I'm not 100% happy with it, but the fact that I didn't pay much for it, I'm pretty happy. So a couple of things I ran across. The tape that I got, the 3M tape that I got, must be old or something, but it just would not hold on. This side actually doesn't have any on it, just a little strip. I just tried, you know, I did have to use a lot of heat gun to kind of mold this. That's kind of the other thing I'm like kind of bummed about. And yeah, this was being very difficult on this side. And on this side, that's yeah, the shape under here is like a little bit excess. So it's kind of one of those things of you get what you pay for. Yeah, it's not OEM, but again, I'm 90% happy. There's gonna be something else that's gonna probably cover up the majority of this, or not show these little things. Let me go ahead and show you underneath. Let's get underneath and show you what I got. So it came with 8 screws. So we have one on the end there. It's just kind of screwed in there. And then we got one here, one here, one here to kind of split the middle. I had to actually borrow this middle one and put it here because that's where I was having the issue where it just actually here. Because it was having the issue where it just was not going in and or staying up higher. So we have that, but like I said, as far as 90% of what I want it to be, I'm pretty happy. Well guys, there you have it. And yeah, make sure, again, if you can get OEM, I know it's much more expensive. And if you don't mind, yeah, you're gonna need one of those heat gun to move things around. And that guy was helpful to take off the little red tape so we can do the M2 tape or 3M tape. And yeah, this guy to kind of cool it down after I heated that up, and I put the jack stand. Jack stand was definitely the saver for that. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick little install, and remember, find the right gear. See ya.